For more than 3 decades, James Garner was celebrated as one of Hollywood's most dependable leading men, a symbol of charm, integrity, and effortless cool. Yet behind that familiar smile, he was quietly living a double life that few ever suspected existed. To the public, Garner was the laid-back star of Maverick and the Rockford Files, an actor who seemed comfortable in his own skin and untouched by the darker struggles that plagued so many of his peers. But away from the cameras, he was navigating a deeply private world filled with emotional battles, professional frustrations, and personal sacrifices he rarely allowed himself to speak about. What made his double life so invisible was how convincingly he played both roles, the confident Hollywood icon and the guarded man determined to keep his inner turmoil hidden. For years, Garner struggled with chronic physical pain caused by injuries sustained during his early career and military service, a reality that forced him to endure daily discomfort while continuing to perform as if nothing was wrong. At the same time, he was quietly fighting a system he believed exploited actors, engaging in legal battles with studios that branded him as difficult even as he stood up for fairness and creative respect. While audiences admired his relaxed on-screen persona, Garner often felt trapped behind expectations that left little room for vulnerability. His marriage to Lois Clark, which lasted nearly 60 years, was seen as one of Hollywood's great love stories, but even there, he shielded his wife and family from the full weight of his internal struggles, choosing silence over burdening those he loved. For decades, Garner balanced fame with a deep desire for normalcy, preferring privacy over parties and distance over constant attention, yet this choice often isolated him emotionally. He lived with the pressure of being the strong one, the reliable presence who never complained, even as stress, pain, and disillusionment quietly accumulated. The double life wasn't about scandal or betrayal, it was about survival in an industry that rewarded image over honesty. Garner later admitted that he often felt misunderstood, typecast, and boxed into roles that didn't fully reflect who he was as a person or as an artist. His reputation for independence and resistance to studio control masked a deeper struggle for autonomy and self-respect, one that played out far from public view. As years passed, the toll became harder to ignore, and the cheerful confidence fans adored increasingly came at the cost of emotional exhaustion. What no one knew for 30 years was how much Garner was holding back: his frustrations with Hollywood politics, his resentment toward exploitative contracts, and his quiet battles with depression that he believed had no place in the public conversation. When these truths finally surfaced through interviews and reflections later in his life, they reshape how fans understood him. Suddenly, the man who seemed effortlessly content was revealed to be someone who endured immense pressure while maintaining dignity and grace. Garner's double life exposed the hidden cost of longevity in Hollywood, showing how maintaining a spotless public image often requires burying personal truth. His story became heartbreaking not because of what he did, but because of what he endured in silence for so long. In revealing this side of himself, James Garner didn't tarnish his legacy, he deepened it, proving that real strength isn't about appearing unbreakable, but about carrying unseen weight with compassion and integrity. In the end, the double life James Garner lived wasn't one of deception, but of restraint, and understanding it now allows his legacy to be remembered not just for the roles he played, but for the resilience he showed when no one was watching.